Before the arrival of Imam Mahdi, the world will be engulfed in darkness. Oppression will spread across the lands and chaos will be rampant. The beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam foretold that before his emergence, injustice would dominate every corner of society. However, his coming will mark the dawn of justice. The earth, barren and deprived, will be revived under his leadership. Imam Ali, Alaihi Salaam, warned that before Imam Mahdi's rise, people will face severe tests. Wars will break out, and devastation will shake nations. It will be an era of confusion, where truth will be disguised as falsehood and falsehood as truth. The world will witness a period where corruption will be rampant, and those who uphold righteousness will be few in number. However, those who remain steadfast in their faith will be among the chosen ones who will witness the rise of Imam Mahdi. One of the greatest signs will be the death of a king. After this, a man will emerge from Medina and flee to Makkah. The people of Makkah will recognize him, bring him out from his hiding place near Hajar Aswad, and pledge allegiance to him. But his rule will not be accepted by all. Armies from the region of Sham will march against him. Yet a divine intervention will occur. Allah will cause their forces to be swallowed by the earth before they can reach him. At that time, the best of people from Iraq and Sham will rush to his side, pledging their allegiance, knowing that this is the man destined to restore justice to the world. His army will not be one of power-hungry men, but of those who seek justice and peace. Imam Mahdi will lead the oppressed and the believers who have long suffered under tyranny. He will not seek power for himself, but rather to fulfill the divine command of Allah and bring back balance to the world. Another major sign will be the rise of the black flags from Khorasan, a region encompassing parts of modern-day Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Turkmenistan. These warriors will be unstoppable, carrying a fierce determination to establish justice and aid Imam Mahdi. They will be known for their courage and fearlessness, willing to sacrifice everything for the truth. History has shown that the Pathan warriors of this region have always stood resilient in battle. These men, having nothing to lose, will be the first to carry the black flags, marching towards Imam Mahdi, unwavering in their faith. They will cross difficult terrains, battle oppressive regimes, and push through hardships with unshakable conviction, knowing that their cause is just and that the victory promised by Allah is near. A massive confrontation will take place between the Muslims and the Romans, Western powers. The Romans will amass their forces in a place called Almak. The Muslims will send an army to face them. Before the battle begins, the Romans will demand that the Muslims hand over certain individuals to them, but the Muslims will refuse. The battle that follows will be unlike anything the world has seen before. The fight will be so intense that if a bird were to fly over the battlefield, it would be struck down by the sheer magnitude of bloodshed below. Out of every 100 soldiers, only one will survive. Despite their heavy losses, the Muslims will emerge victorious. They will march towards Constantinople, and by the will of Allah, they will conquer it. However, just as they are celebrating, Shaitan will spread a false rumor that Dajjal has appeared and taken over their lands. This will create panic among the Muslims, causing them to rush back to protect their homes. The arrival of Dajjal will mark the greatest test humanity has ever faced. Every prophet, from Adam, Alaihi Salaam, to Muhammad, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, warned their people about this deceiver. He will emerge during a time of chaos. Famine, war, and corruption will plague the earth. People will be desperate for hope, and that is when he will come, claiming to be a savior. Dajjal will not be an ordinary man. He will have supernatural powers, controlling the weather, making it rain at will, and causing droughts where he pleases. He will bring back the dead, heal the sick, and even split a man in two, only to revive him again, deceiving the weak-hearted into believing he is God. He will carry an illusion of paradise and hell, but in reality, his paradise will be the true hellfire, and his hell will be salvation. Yet, there will be places he cannot enter, Makkah and Medina. Angels will guard these holy cities, preventing him from setting foot inside. Instead, he will roam the rest of the world, leading millions astray. Only those with true faith will recognize his deception, while others will fall under his spell, believing his lies. At the darkest hour, when Dajjal's fitna reaches its peak, and the believers are in desperate need of divine intervention, Allah will send down Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam, to restore truth and justice. His descent will be a moment of great power and majesty. He will appear in the sky, descending with his hands resting on the shoulders of two angels, clothed in light, his hair glistening as if wet with drops of water. He will land near the white minaret of the Damascus Mosque, as prophesied by the Prophet Muhammad, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The believers will recognize him immediately, and the call to prayer will be heard. As he enters the mosque, Imam Mahdi will be leading the people in Salah. Out of respect, Imam Mahdi will step back, offering him leadership, but Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam, will place his hand on his shoulder and say, "You are the leader of this ummah." This moment will be a turning point. Dajjal's end will be near. Prophet Isa will not bring a new religion. He will rule according to the Quran and the laws of Islam, leading humanity toward the final victory against evil. With the arrival of Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam, the final battle against Dajjal will begin. Dajjal, with his army of deceived followers, will march with unmatched arrogance, believing himself to be invincible. But his illusion of power will soon shatter as the forces of Imam Mahdi and Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam, unite. The Muslim army will rise with unshakable faith. They will march towards Dajjal, knowing that this is the ultimate test, one that will separate the true believers from those who have been swayed by his deception. When Dajjal finally lays eyes on Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam, he will be stricken with fear. His power will begin to fade and he will attempt to flee, but there will be no escape. Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam, will chase him down and kill him at the gate of Lud, modern-day Israel, fulfilling the prophecy of Rasulullah, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. With Dajjal dead, his followers will be scattered and destroyed. Truth will triumph over falsehood. The world will finally be free from his fitna, and peace will be restored under the leadership of Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam. The long night of deception will end, with Dajjal defeated and evil erased from the earth. A new age will begin, an age unlike any before. Under the leadership of Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam, justice will reign and peace will spread across the world. The oppression, corruption, and bloodshed that once plagued humanity will come to an end. The world will return to its purest form. Hatred will disappear and love will fill the hearts of mankind. War will become a thing of the past. Swords and weapons will be destroyed, and nations will no longer rise against one another. Even wild animals will lose their aggression. Wolves will live peacefully among sheep, and children will play with snakes without harm. The earth will become so blessed that a single pomegranate will be enough to feed an entire family, and rivers will flow with abundance. Prophet Isa, Alaihi Salaam, will rule with absolute justice, following the laws of the Quran. He will remain for 40 years, guiding people back to the true path of Islam. Eventually, he will pass away, and the world will continue in its state of peace, until the final signs of the last hour begin to unfold, bringing humanity closer to the end of time. Dear viewers, we are living in a time where many of these signs are unfolding before our very eyes. The world is filled with injustice, oppression, and deception. But know this, no matter how powerful evil may seem, justice will prevail. Imam Mahdi will come. Prophet Isa will return, and Dajjal will be defeated. Stay firm in your faith. Seek knowledge. Strengthen your connection with Allah. Because when the time comes, only the righteous will stand strong. May Allah protect us all. Ameen.